Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Fantastic.
That's what's up. Alrighty. Well, it is our session 3 of Strixhaven. We got our session 0 down. We got our session 1. I think session 2 is actually session 3. I may have miscounted. Session 0 was 1. It's already going off to a great start. And so, just as a little recap, so the last time y'all were together um, was the actual first day of class. You all actually got to do your first Strixhaven class with Master Guillaume and his assistant, which y'all have gotten to know pretty decent at this time, Adina, Soul Steeper. You all got to both attack and cook eye twitches, these grotesque looking bats with big ass eyes or one eye. Um, Once y'all disposed of them in your own awesome way, y'all set them to a crisp, medium well some, well done for others. Made it into a stew. During that time, y'all got to see some interesting things. Ezekiel noticed a unusual library code in his group that his book that he was issued. We also saw uh, the tasting. Everybody's food got tasted and graded, and with a little bit of ingenuity, Phelan and Ezekiel came out with
I
high
forgot about
scores.
that.
Y'all aced it on the first day.
We sure did. We definitely
Compliments
didn't
to
just
the
take someone else's project.
Let's say compliments to the other student that actually did the work.
And this is coming off your all's first day. We all got to meet each other. Y'all got to have a cool tour of all the different campuses. Very interesting discovery that Kadim had during that time. He detected good and evil. He noticed two particular things in the Rose Stadium at Silver Quill. One was his new buddy Shannistar, and something very faint lying below the Rose Stadium. But after the cooking class was over, Kadim decided to check in with his teacher and mentor Plarg over at Lorehold. Wanted to ask him about that. He was a little interested in what he felt under the stadium. And to Plarg's caution, he advised him to not go under the stadium as there are catacombs. Unbeknownst to this information, as Kadim leaves, there is a year 2 student who is getting to know the classes that she's going to have this year, who was hiding behind the wall that these two were having this conversation, and decided to not make a move or a sound, and was eavesdropping in on this conversation. And Ellie, tell us about your character.
All right, so you see propped up against the wall like a spy, a little grung. She looks like a green skinned frog. She's got like dark green spots. She's got like a light green skin and some beige tones where her underbelly and chin are. She's got purple eyes. She wears robes that are far too big for her, but she makes do with it and rolls them up and stuff because she'll grow into it or whatever. Um, and you constantly see like the hat is going over her eyes. As she's like listening in on the conversation, and she's like, "Inconceivable."
So this catches the attention. What's your character's name?
Tootie Pootie. Tootie for
It catch
short.
it catches the ears of Tootie Pootie.
There's something about Tom saying it.
And
It's the deadpan that catches the attention of Tootie Pootie.
and Tootie just needs to her curiosity is just piqued. So she turns the corner as Kadim is leaving, and scopes out the group that he oversees and the quarters, and decides to well, get to the information and try to explore the catacombs. So where we left off, it's very important. Where we left off was there was still a lot of day left. You all continued a very relaxing day. Nothing too strenuous beyond the combat. Some spell slots were used. Make sure everybody. I will forward. Everybody
Oh,
has
there
a
he
full.
goes. Tom, buddy.
No!
Time. Oh no!
It
Was
was
that
doing
frozen?
so well! Yeah.
In prison.
Maybe I
He's in the back rooms.
maybe I just don't use my hands because maybe that's what throw.
Mike will do it for you.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
The puppet.
Yeah.
Mike's just good like that. He's like, dude, I got you.
At the Rihanna Super Bowl halftime show.
But so everybody has a long rest. There's plenty of time that's transpiring through the day and into the early parts of the evening. It's at this point that Kadeem is at his post. You have one. He's able to post up against both rooms. One room has Shanastar and Ezekiel, and the other room has Phelan and Alsteria. At this point in the evening, Shanastar and Ezekiel, is there anything y'all are doing or talking about? What are y'all doing at this moment?
Just boy stuff.
Shooting craps, talking about girls. Yeah.
Thanks to that keen mind.
So y'all are settled in. Just probably keeping to yourselves. It sounds like not the.
I will share some of my nightcap with him. Worked hard to get that. Bitch.
So it's a
Sure did.
relatively
Yep.
calm going on. What about Alistaria and Phelan? What are y'all doing right now?
Talking crime. So, how difficult do you think it would be to break into that library?
I don't know, but I want to.
Right? Because they said we couldn't, it just kind of makes me want to. There's probably nothing in there, but I really want to go take a look.
Yes. If they had just said, "Don't worry about it," I may not have, been so interested. But instead, they said, "No, you're not allowed in after sunset," and now I want to go in after sunset.
Phelan walks the door and she opens it. Is Kadeem just standing there?
Yep. I'm just standing in between both rooms.
She's eyeballing him. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Roll a stealth
Kadeem.
check.
Phelan, good evening.
Can you just do me a favor?
What is it?
I heard that Ezekiel and Shanna and Shanastar were having trouble sleeping and they needed your help with something.
Mhm.
Insight check.
You're rolling an insight check.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight check.
All right,
Okay,
let me
go
grab
for
my
it.
dice to roll deception.
Okay.
Fuck you, Mike.
That's a 12 insight from me.
I just rolled a nat 20.
No,
Oh no!
coming
I'll
out
take
the
a
gate
picture
hot.
if I need to, but I rolled a nat 20 plus
I believe
my
you.
shit.
Is that the
Yeah,
case?
Yeah, they really they said they needed you. It was your time.
Oh, we're in a different room.
Oh, well then, I shall see to it, and I will knock on their door and turn my back to you.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on you.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I'm just gonna follow her because I'm also 100% the person to not look at in a serious moment because I will laugh,
Okay.
both in real life. So
So at this moment, Phelan, you've casted Pass Without a Trace.
Mhm.
So in your all's room, like we mentioned in the previous sessions, unlike Shanstar and Ezekiel, y'all have have a window out to the quarters of your all's dorm. It's at this moment that you are met with a like a thud on your window. You hear somebody who is just really trying to like get into that window. What do you do?
She, like, is halfway out the door, pauses, turns to look at Alisteria, and then looks toward the window.
I'll
What?
just.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm kind of doing the same thing. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Is someone trying to break into our room?
It's at this moment you start hearing like a tut, 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 and there's this frog face that's smushed against the window.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Phelan and. Uh, d- uh, do you know who?
No. But now one mystery has presented itself over another mystery. I'm sure that we can pull one over on Kadeem again later. And she, like, slowly shuts the door. And she walks over to the window and opens it.
Okay. And it is so Tootie, it is you who is maniacally trying to enter the window.
My God, come in, please. Oh, yeesh. So scared out there. It's like he's sperm. You know what it's like being a grunk out there. Can I come in? Oh, it doesn't matter. You're my underclassman. She's just gonna hop down from the windowsill.
Damn.
She kind of like just wipes her clothes, and you just see like mucus stick to her clothes, though, so her clothes are always constantly like in a state of wetness. They're always
Ew.
moist. And she's just like, so, you're not. Wait, are you first years?
Didn't you just call us underclassmen?
Yes, you're right. Yes, sorry. I got too many thoughts in this big brain of mine. Let's see. So, I. You see, I couldn't help but overhear something a little funny from your teacher the other day, and well, not day. It was more like like 10 minutes ago or whatever. But I was I heard about a library, and maybe you would like some help.
And you are who?
My name is Tootie Pootie. I'm a second year. And she like takes out her hand. It's all wet and slimy and it's dripping. And she wants to you to shake it.
Dripping.
Dripping.
Phelan doesn't care. She'll shake her.
Oh, so charmed. What's your name?
Phelan.
What an odd name. Odd. What about you?
Alisteria will shake her hand as well and be like, "My name
Feathers
is
are all wet.
my name is Alisteria."
Oh, charmed. Charmed, I'm sure. Actually, so, do you guys know anything about, more, couldn't help but overhear like I could help you get to the library? Or rather, somewhere secretive? A mystery?
I do like secretive and mysteries, and we were going to sneak out to the library.
Why would you tell her?
Oh, was I not supposed?
Well, we don't know this person.
Oh, I mean, we shook her hand.
Okay.
It's nothing special. Maybe it's better than a library. Honestly, I think it's a catacomb, you said? Catacomb? Or... Oh... I can't remember. But... I think it was in the Silver Quill camp? Hmm.
Hmm. I do like catacombs. There tends to be, dead
Dead
things
things.
there. Yeah,
Dead
you get it.
What?
Well, it's kind of your thing.
It's true. Hmm.
It's just a little predictable that you're going to want to go where the dead things are. You know.
Hmm. She does that thing where she looks off into space and her head kind of tilts a little, and she's looking at nothing in particular.
Like a cat that's seeing a spirit in the corner.
At this moment, what are you doing, Kadeem? Chance start.
I mean, I believed her totally. So whatever time has passed, I've been knocking on the door. Like, excuse me, I was told to check in on you two.
I didn't answer the door.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
they turn the lights off.
And he was just standing there, like, beat to the door, like,
No, I don't think I would punch a hole through the door and open it. I think I would just be like,
Again.
well, all right then. And I will, I'll turn back around and I'm going to knock on the girl's door.
oh, you're decent.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Faylin,
We're
are you in there?
completely fine.
Faylin, who is that voice that I hear?
I'm.
I'm working on ventriloquism, thank you.
Yes, it's also a ghost.
Do you need assistance?
Nope, we're good.
No. Did Ezekiel and the others not answer? Do you think they're dead in there?
I should
You
certainly
wouldn't
hope.
know that. Don't you dare.
Well, I would assume if he came back that you guys didn't answer.
I would not assume they are dead. My alarm would have alerted me if anyone tried to enter the room.
She immediately looks at Tootie when he says that.
Right.
You see her just scratch her hip and she's kind of picking her nose or whatever. She eats it.
Ew.
Cool.
If you do not require assistance, I will go back to my post.
Yep. As you are.
Good night. And I will go back to my post.
What's that?
A fun little construct friend of ours that I'm very convinced one day will be able to enjoy real food, but that is a work in progress.
One day.
One of these days.
So they just recruit anyone nowadays, huh?
Well, if we're going to sneak out, it would be difficult to get past him, though I suppose we could enroll the help of the other two.
Well, I feel
Who
like
are the
the
other
other.
two?
Kadeem, can you roll a perception for me?
Yeah, sure.
No.
And if this is in the evening hours, I will have definitely used a first level spell slot to put alarm on the doors again.
Okay.
Just the doors?
Yeah, just on the doors.
Oh my god, we're
Okay.
gonna crawl over to the window of Ezekiel.
Okay, so
On the outside.
Tom, you said a perception check?
Yeah, perception roll.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, good. So here's you notice that Tootie keeps looking at you as if she knows something, she knows something that you know. Like she whenever she looks at you, it's like
Wait, when she looks at Kadeem?
Academe, yeah.
He's
Isn't
not in
she
the
in our
room,
room
though.
though?
I'm not in
Yeah.
the room.
Oh, you're not. I thought you know. I thought you see her. Never mind.
No, I never went in the
No,
room.
not yet.
Okay, disregard that.
We said we were indecent.
Yeah. Indecent and working on ventriloquism, thank you.
Yeah. And talking to ghosts, Avi.
You know.
Yeah, I
Just
have no reason to.
girly things. Just
girl things.
Yeah, I'm just back at my post. So.
Okay, gotcha.
And I have set alarm on their doors.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, we could come out the way that she came in. Do you think it goes all the way around to the boys' room?
Well, most definitely.
I mean,
Hmm.
they're just next door. It's not like it.
Yeah, but Kadim's in the middle, and I don't.
No. I just mean the windows.
The windows?
It's right
Okay,
there.
yeah, let's do that. I've always wanted to try climbing and not dying.
Did not die.
So yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna be like, Tootie's just kind of scratching her head. She's like, well, no offense, but you guys don't have mucus to stick on.
I can fly.
You.
Ooh, I knew that.
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Mm.
Can't be that
It just
difficult.
freaking drops from the window. What a new character.
Yeah, how high up are these rooms?
So interesting enough, they're actually not too far up. You could like Tootie was able to jump up just about maybe 10 feet or so and splat onto the window. There is a way, if the alarm is something that poses an obstacle, that they can access it through going through a different way, either outside or through a different manner. If there's something up top, if they're trying to avoid the door, but not too
Oh.
far off the ground.
Yeah,
Go through
we'll
the
probably
vents.
we'll probably just slip out and then move around to the other side.
Poor Kadim. We're just fucking.
He's a narc.
I'm not trying to be antagonistic. I'm just doing what I was told.
I know.
No,
I know.
that's the thing. It's just, man. So, I guess Alisteria will walk over to the window and let her
Okay.
out. And just kind of come up with the boy's window, like.
That's fair. Alstair has a pretty good way to get there quietly and with her flight manages to gain access through a different way past Kadim, and you know where their room's at, so you definitely are able to do that.
Yeah, we're all
I'll just
three just
kinda-
basically gonna try and splat ourselves.
Just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
tap on the
me.
window,
Okay.
like. Just
Follow me. You just want to like really get close, like this.
Okay.
And it's just.
Yeah, Phelan will also smash her face up against the glass, just like Tootie.
It's just like the other guys aim for the bushes.
Now, Ezekiel and Shanastar, y'all did entertain the knocking on the door or anything like that. Y'all are just kind of yourself.
No. We have zero reason to do that.
Okay. The audio is kind of muffled. Like you all don't hear much. In case you're wondering, it's not too clear, but you can hear there's conversation in the other room.
I guess if he can't bother us, he has to bother them. Better for us. Got any threes?
Go fish.
I don't need three.
You said you were teaching me Uno. You're the one that taught me.
Ezekiel's like, okay, now give me $5.
Yeah.
That's how we play.
How do you
Roll the
play?
gaslight.
I guess so. Phelan, make me an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, how's my? Oh, +3. Oh, better than I thought. Let's see. I do it. Are you saying that because I'm gonna eat shit? Rose always rolls bad. Let's find out.
She said sorry, so
Anyways,
She does say sorry.
Let's see.
Now, she's rolled a nat 20 before. I know that.
Oh no!
How bad is it?
It's a 1.
He
I
says,
heard-
"Oh
I could
yeah,
hear Mike sigh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
yeah." Plus my 3, that's just a 4.
Oh.
Bro's always doing me dirty.
So unfortunately, Phelan doesn't quite have the mobility as Tootie and Alsteria. So while Tootie and Alistaria are able to make their way through the inner parts of the dorms, Phelan, you end up outside.
I thought we were
You-
all outside.
Are you all? You are. I thought y'all were like coming out the window and like
Mhm.
trying to crawl out.
Does
Yeah,
the
we're
window
all
not go
crawling
to
out the window.
outside?
Yeah, so I was just gonna say that Phelan just does like she falls and
Fucking drop.
Yeah,
Eat
drop.
shit.
yeah. You don't
You
take
see-
yeah.
You see though, like where, like as she realizes she's not gonna make it, she suddenly like casts mold earth, and where she lands, it almost like looks like it softens underneath her, and then she's like, "I'm good, nailed it."
Alistair, seeing that she's, not dead, will just flutter over to the boy's window and, like, tap on the window, like,
No, you gotta get real close like this, and like Tootie just like puts her whole fucking head on it, and her eyes just like deadpan.
Oh, I did not know you ordered takeout.
So when you open
Alistair just kind of shakes her head, like, oh my god, what the fuck have I
I
gotten
posted a
myself
picture
into?
for you guys of Tootie.
Yeah.
There's a frog on the floor.
She's just like twitching her foot, like.
Death throes. I've seen that before.
Robot.
Help, come clean this up.
You rang.
She's just
Do
gonna,
you
like,
require assistance?
duck out of the way.
I will come in if you need help.
Now I'm torn. I don't want to get rid of the body, but I also don't want to see him.
Oh, she's one of ours. Phelan calls from the window.
Alistair is still just kind of, like, fluttering
Fluttering.
outside the window.
Tootie's gonna just like finally get herself up and then like kind of like just wipe her mucus on her clothes, and she's like, "There's no way to treat an upperclassman. Yeesh, conceivable."
Alistair is eventually just gonna come to the window and be like, "Listen, I don't really know the frog. We're the catacomb. Do you want to go or not?"
We're going to a cool, fun secret place that might have dead things. Oh. What do you think a catacomb is? All dead people are fun.
Oh, so my option is to go to a
We're
place that could be dangerous,
we're
or stay here with the talking gargoyle.
yes.
Move, get out of my way. Yeah, Shanister goes to the window.
um Kadeem, you You
Oh,
probably
Ellie,
hear
your audio cut in and out.
Oh, I was just having Tootie being like, "Take me, pick me up, pet me."
I'm not touching
If
you.
he picks you up, he will eat you.
Kadim, you hear them mention catacombs from the hallway.
Okay.
He's just gonna fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna
nope
just
open that window.
I'm just gonna open the door then. Did I
It's
hear
locked.
mention of a? Oh, just open the door. Excuse me. Hello, is anyone in there? If I get the sense that something is wrong, let me see. What do I have?
Everything is fine. We are just going to bed. Please do not disturb me.
I thought I heard mention of a catacombs.
I'm doing homework.
Yeah,
Where did you hear about the catacombs?
In my homework.
You've taken the same classes I have.
You must have missed the homework.
That is impossible. I missed nothing.
You sure missed the frog.
What frog?
Yeah, it's bad. It's
My
it's a
head
bad
just
one.
turns 180 degrees and looks. Oh my goodness. Do you require assistance in there? I am lost. I do not know what to do.
Huh? All right. So with Kadim, you have the ability to escort your group. By the way, so being an escort means that you can
Oh.
walk a group out without any question because your job is to protect.
Mm-hmm.
So if they leave as a group, as long as you're with them, they're not going to be, bothered by any of the other constructs.
But the thing is, wouldn't we have to? Someone would have to persuade Kadim to.
Hey, Kadim, we're gonna go do something dangerous, and you're totally not gonna be able to stop us. So if you want to make sure that we don't die, you should come with us.
Where are you? I can hear you.
Through
At
the
this
window.
So
Through
has
the
he
wall.
opened?
Where are you at?
Yeah, I think-
Outside.
do I sound bad?
Okay. Do I have a way to unlock their door?
Yeah, I mean you have the ability to lock and unlock their doors. You can you're not going to set off any type of alarm because you have the control over that alarm.
Okay. So, yeah, if I'm hearing them talk about leaving, I'm just gonna open their door and just come in
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
You see Ezekiel halfway out the window.
Like Ezekiel's the only one still in the room. Shanastar's already gone. Alistair is just kind of like.
Are you all planning on going somewhere?
No.
No.
Yes, we're going to the bathroom.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I was gonna say
If
you can roll for deception or but he's the kind of
Well, okay. I heard you all mention catacombs. If that is where you're interested in going, I'd be more than happy to escort you.
Oh.
Tootie raises her hand.
Yes.
I'm not going to try to stop you. In fact, I would be happy to lead the way. Typically, yes, I would try to keep you all in your rooms at night, but something I heard from Plug earlier very much disturbed me.
Oh, is that what? And she like turns to Tootie. You said you heard him say something?
Wait, who
Oh,
is this? Who is this? And I'll point at the frog.
classman,
I'm sorry,
shake
what?
my hand. Shake my hand. I'm your upperclassman. She takes her hand out.
I will stick my hand out.
Name's Tootie.
Tootie,
Tootie.
my name is Cuddy, Mark II. It is nice to meet you.
You talk funny. Yeah, I
I am a-
mentioned the catacombs.
Yes, that is the location. Underneath Silverquill Arena, I detected an evil presence from there, and Plarg
Oh.
seemed very disturbed by this.
Well, I mean, I guess they're not secret anymore. This ruins a surprise or whatever.
I would like to see what is going on there myself. If you all would like, I will lead the way.
You carry me?
If you'd like, and I'll kneel down a little bit so you can sort of hop up on my shoulder.
Okay, she's gonna hop on your shoulders and ride on top of your shoulders.
No problem. Let's go.
Awesome.
But
And
I don't know if I will fit through the window. We should probably just go through the hall.
Yeah, I like that plan.
We'll wait out here. I don't want to try to get through windows again.
Okay, I will walk around and meet you.
Yeah, Alisari is just gonna go down and wait with Phelan.
Okay. So ultimately, y'all make your way to the outside entrance of the dorm, and by shrubbery or by interior exit, y'all now one party together.
So the catacombs. These are located on the Silverquill campus, if I remember correctly.
Yep, that's what he
The
said.
problem is, how do we get underneath the Rose Arena? Actually, Tom, would I know that because I know the layout of the school?
You would not know that.
Okay.
Because this was something in secrecy, you found out about it, but that's all you know is that there's supposedly catacombs under there.
Would
But
Okay.
say again.
so would I know it?
Roll for history.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Okay.
I've been here for one sec.
Whoa! Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
she read that book.
Well, okay, so you did mention to Phelan about the amount of fatalities that the school's had. By knowing that, you also know that before the traditional graveyard that is that is near the campus that people can visit to pay respects to teachers, there were darker times when they just shoved bones and bodies into an area underground.
Wow, that's pretty metal.
So you do know that, but that's the extent.
So I wouldn't know how to get in.
Correct.
Check.
And so, do you all make your way to the Silverquill campus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's nighttime. There's not much going on. You do see constructs that are essentially guarding all the important doors. Nothing in the way of the outside middle area that people can study outside in. You get to Silverquill campus. At night, it's especially gothic, with its marbling and its architecture. You do notice as you get up to the entrance, there are two big doors and two constructs. And as you walk up, you hear one of the constructs say to you all, "I am sorry, Silverquill campus is closed."
I am here. Sorry, go ahead.
You never.
I am leading this group on a tour. Would you allow us to pass? We will return to our rooms briefly.
You see the construct's eyes kind of glow a little bit and kind of like look at you. Kadim, Mark II, this is not your post. There is nobody that can be entered. No student, no construct at this time of night.
I see.
Can
Well,
so sorry. Go ahead.
I would just kind of say I see, and then I'll just sort of turn around to everyone and say, "This way, please," and take us to a like just around the bend, around a corner where we can sort of discuss a plan. What should we do?
We should just destroy them.
That would be destruction of Strixhaven property. I cannot allow that.
Oh.
Um, can I see any alternate route?
Roll for perception.
18.
Damn.
Okay. So you notice that there's not a whole lot of doors. While it is a big campus, or Silver Quill's kind of like a really large mansion, you do notice on the doors, there is a circular, instead of a doorknob, there is something that is kind of like an indention, that something could go into the door, as opposed to a doorknob.
Anyone have any ideas?
Just touch it.
I nominate Kadim.
What for exactly?
To you said it was like a different door, Tom?
No, it's the same. It's the door. It's the main entrance.
Mhm.
But what Alistaria noticed on the door is that it's not a traditional doorknob or door handle. It's actually like it's a circular indentation that something can go into, as opposed to a traditional doorknob or handle.
Well, that probably means that they have to be the ones to open it for us.
What are you referring to exactly?
She like points toward the door where Alistaria pointed out, and then she turns to look at Shannistar. You look like someone who's broken in places before. Do you have any ideas?
Fine. You said it's a door, Tom?
Yeah, it's a door.
Okay, I cast knock.
Okay. Yeah, you
The,
do.
the door opens.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is knock?
What?
It's literally a spell that opens things. Magic doors
Now-
do not count. I mean, do
That-
not stop it.
Doesn't that create a loud sound?
Sure.
So that opens the door. So the guards take notice immediately the way that they open. They don't immediately see a threat on the outside. They think there's something going on the inside. So they do go inside and start following a route that they are coordinated to take, to scope out the area and go through the stairs, looking to see what may have opened the door this time of night. So they leave their posts.
Oh, Phelan like claps.
I believe this is our chance.
Should never let me play a wizard, Tom.
I didn't have Shannistar using knock on my bingo card.
I didn't even know knock was a fucking spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't play an attack wizard. I play a utility wizard.
Well, if you all will follow me, I believe this is our chance.
Oh yeah, buddy.
And so
Gonna-
if they've left their post to where we need to go, I will lead the way.
I will also
Okay.
put pass without a trace on all of us.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely need that because I am not a
saying-
stealthy boy.
Saying you're not stealthy?
No.
Clink clank clink clank.
All right. So everybody takes the opportunity to go inside, I presume.
Yes.
Okay. So far, it's still relatively quiet. So y'all do go in. You all do remember, and Tootie knows especially because she's been on the same tour as y'all have been, at a different time. y'all know how to get to the Rose Stadium. I will go ahead and so with Pass Without Trace, Clea, remind me, nobody has to make any stealth checks. Is that right?
No, they do, but they add up 10 to whatever they roll.
They had a 10 to it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the minimum anyone can roll is 10
Okay,
or
gotcha.
11, I guess.
11.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they've got negatives still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's possible.
So while these constructs do make their routes throughout the halls to see what may have caused the knock, you all go through, and you all do slip by the two constructs, and pretty quickly are able to get into the stadium. It's really large. Think of it like a basketball court, but without the basketball. Like it's just ordained with this rose marble on the bottom. I think I may have mentioned it briefly. The previous one. There's plenty of seating. Still very quiet. But that doesn't mean that it's not guarded. So for right now, there are no constructs that are making their rounds in there, but you all are in the stadium.
Okay, we've made it this far. Does anyone see anything that might allow us to gain access underneath?
Phelan's gonna look at Tootie. You said you knew a way in?
What? I heard. I mean, it was more like rumors.
So you don't know.
That is a stretch. I'm giving you guys. Oh, I'm giving you guys a challenge. That's what it is. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's a test. It's your initiation into the door.
A challenge.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Roll for deception. Roll for deception on that one.
Okay, can I roll for insight against it?
Yeah.
Let me pull up that. Deception. I don't remember if Trudy's good at
22.
deception.
22.
22.
Okay, Tootie Pootie, don't fail me now. Where are my things? Skills, there we go. Natural 20, baby!
So 22 on a 20.
Mhm.
Well,
Okay.
what's your pluses, Ellie?
None.
Oh.
All right. So, Alistaria, you can't help but notice that Tootie is squirming a little bit when she says that. There's not there's not like 100% confidence behind that. You get the slightest feeling that she's putting up a front.
Alistair is just gonna kind of roll her eyes like she didn't already know that and look around and see if she can find something that will get us below the stadium.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
look for ghosts again.
All right, so Phelan, you want to roll just a regular d20 for me, and everybody else, can you roll perception?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
That's a 5.
18.
I don't know the shit.
14.
What was
6. I'm just happy to be here.
Ghost roll was 16.
where was the where did you
The rose roll?
Rose roll, Mike?
Should be in curriculum, I think. Yeah.
Hell,
Oh, she did you dirty too?
I will go ahead and turn on my divine. I will go ahead and turn on my divine sense again.
Okay. And now divine sense, remind me again, what does it do?
So within 60 feet of me, that's anything that's not behind total cover. I can sense anything that is affected by the Hallow spell, and know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay. So, what was your roll, Phelan?
16.
All right. So you do catch eye of one spirit who is sweeping the stadium. It's kind of like a
Just the same guy
janitorial
that
guy.
swept the boat.
No.
I only talk to janitor spirits.
So you see a spirit sweeping. He's got the big old like street sweepers. It's like, I don't see how this freaking arena gets so dirty all the time. I'm dead. And I still gotta sweep it.
Excuse me.
Yes. Can you
I
see
was.
me?
Oh, yes. Obviously.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me. I lost my contact and I think it fell in the catacombs. Could you tell me where those are?
Listen, I don't know nothing about no catacombs, okay? Nothing.
Okay, but
Start sweeping.
theoretically, if you did, where would they be?
Now listen here. You didn't hear this from me.
Okay.
But you want to look for a guy named Fane the Broker. He can get you in.
Is he
And
like you or?
oh no, he's very much alive, and he thinks he's like he should be somewhere near the concessions. And he looks over and points at a concession stand that you would see where where you would sell like food and drinks and
He just hangs out at the concession stand in the middle of the night?
no, that's where it's where he does his black market. But
Oh,
you didn't hear this from me.
right, of course. Well,
Nah,
thank you.
nah, you're welcome. He just starts sweeping, and you just continuously see him sweeping in the corner. It's like crazy.
Well, good news, everybody. We have to go talk to some weird guy that hangs out at concession stand at 1 a.m.
Who on
I
earth would be
So
at a
you,
gas station at 1
so in a very dark area of the arena, where the spirit you were talking to, Phelan, did
Mhm.
he did point out what normally would be like a area that's just turned off completely. You do see a tall guy who is doing inventory, who has like a checklist, um, and dim light.
Hmm. Hey, Ezekiel, you're good at talking to sketchy people, right? Well, now's a good time as any to start. You should go ask him where we should go. Alright.
You see this guy with a freaking like art click book. It's like, oh hey there, love. How you doing?
Oh, this guy.
Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel? And he's just putting like covers over different things that he doesn't want you to see. Hey, it's good seeing you. Hey, and he looks over everybody like, is anybody else with Ezekiel?
We're like,
Yeah.
I'm in the back.
I mean, I would have not far from, like, we're probably within eyeshot.
Did anybody have
I'm still on my shoulders.
did anybody have a perception that was higher than a 10?
I did.
You did?
Me, yeah.
18.
Thank you. So Tootie and Alistaria, you all do notice that the rose is very deep and ornate. It looks like they are kind of like raised above the the stadium. So you do take notice that it's not just a very like even stadium. There are little areas that are like just raised up a little bit. So you do get that out of your perception.
Aw.
So I forgot to tell you all that. But so Ezekiel, I think I met you when I took old Shani over to y'all's group. How you doing there? Well, I I gotta be on. I gotta ask you, how did you get in? Hey, is that old Shaddy I see over there? Hey, Shaddy, come on over here. Say hi to your buddy Fang. Yeah, you do.
Fang.
So you lift up one of the tarps, and it just has a bunch of like brown bags with twine covering them, and it has like different names listed on them. Very like very private, very sketchy looking. Just a bunch of brown packages, different sizes, um, all unusually wrapped and marked this like the same, just with different names on them.
The stolen organs of these people. Or stolen
Hello,
organs for these people.
Fane.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I just said hello, Fane.
It's been too long. It's been one day too many since I've seen you. How you doing there, Shanister?
It's been literally one day.
It has been a day for sure. Say, what are y'all doing here?
We wish to go to the catacombs for some reason.
My contact lens.
A contact lens.
Hey, let's not throw around the catacomb word too often. We don't really like to talk about the catacombs, but
The pit of despair.
Inconceivable. I heard let's talk about the catacombs though.
oh, hey, that Tootie,
Also,
is that what it is?
there's a
Tootie,
frog.
Yeah.
Tootie, fresh and fruity. Say, listen,
Trying
I can get y'all
what?
to the I can get y'all down the catacombs, but listen, a secret's a secret, love. I give you a secret. You keep that secret to yourself. I never showed you no catacombs, okay?
Who?
Now,
Hmm.
Fine.
now, and then he has like a little inkling buddy that jumps over his shoulder and kind of whispers in his ear, and he's like, "Hey, you know what? If y'all got a coin or two that y'all want to spend, you got the store to do it. Let me open up my guild one black market for y'all. Listen, very quiet stuff here, very shush on the shush. Come on over here,
Shush.
everybody." And he just calls everybody, and he for a brief moment he opens up a black market shop, what is normally a concession stand for food and beverage and stuff. So he starts untarping the things that he was trying to cover, and he puts like a he puts a display of things that he's able to sell, and he opens up a string, and you see these little plushies drop down making like beep burp noises, and he's like, everything's at a fair price. And this is where the shop comes into play. I didn't send this information to you, Tootie, or Ellie,
Mm.
um, but if anybody was already thinking about something they wanted to use their gold on,
Where
it's
did I
now
write down my gold?
accessible. I wrote down everybody's
I
gold.
already know what I want. So
I'm too poor.
Listen there. How much gold you got there?
You're not supposed to ask a woman that question.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Too right you are there.
Did you want my gold covered mucus?
Mm, yes. I want this cheat sheet.
Ah, yes, old cheat sheet, the Professor Ruxa. Oh, I love giving that Rux a hard time. Listen, this has all the answers to his class. You'll ace it. You'll ace it, baby. You'll be in spades with this class. I've got it for a fair price.
What's your fair price?
Ah, the fair price, fair price. Let me pull up my fair price here.
Let me pull up my fair price meter.
Yeah.
My fair price is 20 gold.
What about 5?
Yo, you trying to get me on a discount? I gotta run a business. 10.
7.
Yeah, he talks to his little inkling buddy. He's like whispering, and he's like,
She's doing that like stare again, where she's like kind of looking over his shoulder, her head tilted.
I can sell it to you for 10.
6.
I can't go any further than that. There, my apologies.
Are you sure?
Roll for persuasion.
15 plus 2, 16.
16. You said 6 gold, 7 gold.
So she went down to 6 when he kept it 10.
Okay.
She went from 7 to 6.
He takes the papers and clips them together. You know what? I like you. You're persistent. They're yours. And then he puts his hand out for the 6 gold.
She hands him 6 gold.
All right, deal's a deal. He hands it to the Lincoln buddy, and he just kind of like jumps off and puts it in a little stowaway. Kind of help anybody else. Oh yes. Oh, I love this little dinghy. He pulls it up, and old dinghy,
The dinghy ate your baby.
a dinghy. This little dinghy, and he opens up the bottle, and it starts playing like this like orchestra of music coming out of it, and he's like, "Look at that, huh? Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da." That's pretty cool. Oh, 100 gold, no less on this one. I'll give you a little secret. Open it up, and it makes wishes come true. Oh.
All we got is Wonderwall, sorry. He just thinks it over. Roll for persuasion. Sorry, love. This is too valuable. I can't do it no less than 100.
You have a +9 to your friggin' persuasion.
Dang, you got a low for that. Do I got any takers? Any more takers before I close up for the evening?
Alistair, I'll walk over.
The island.
Are you just selling coffee cups? Is that what that?
Not just any coffee cup. The endless bottle of coffee. I acquired this one not too long ago. For the student who needs that little extra coffee in their day, it is yours.
How much?
Well, normally I sell this for let's see here, 20 gold. But you know what? Everybody's getting these really good discounts. I'll save you the talk and do 10 gold for it.
Can we
Eat shit, Ezekiel.
okay. I almost lost my shit again. I appreciate the discount, of course. I will take that. Can we do 15 for that and one of your Groff plushies?
Oh yes, the old Groff plushie. He goes, "Beep, beep, beep, beep." There you go.
15 for the coffee and the plushie.
All right, pleasure doing business. Keeping the store open, I see.
What is
So-
this pointy object that spins?
see here.
The compass.
The compass. Yes, I love this compass. It doesn't work though. It has mysterious properties that well, don't reveal themselves until they need to be. So,
Is that your way of telling me it's broken?
nah, no. Listen, Shanice,
Shit busted.
I wouldn't sell you a broken piece of junk. I see it's something really good. So the way this compass works is it doesn't tell you where to go until you need it. So when you have the compass, just look at it. If it's not working, it's not ready to be used yet. That's all I know. Fair point.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
How much? How much
just
is the
got it.
compass?
He says, "Oh, your gold's not good for me here, Shanice. Here you go. It's on the house. Least I can do for your
Wow.
troubles."
Eat shit, Ezekiel.
Shanistar will hand over 5 gold because he just feels bad. Keep your shop open.
Listen,
I will be back.
I think you should maybe reconsider Ezekiel's offer over there. I mean, if you're really just wanting to get the stuff off your hands, because maybe it wouldn't be so good if you were caught with it.
Ooh. Is that what that is? Why is it so expensive?
No,
Why
that's
is it glowing?
That's not what it is, though. No.
Judy's like, ew.
He looks over. He tries to extinguish the rabble. He's like, "No, listen, everybody. This is my prized possession. I got to be perfectly honest with you. It's extremely powerful. I paid a lot of gold for this. That's why I asked for so much. But I'll give you a deal, Ezekiel. I'll do 50 gold now, and then when you use it, if it was worth the money, I get another 50 gold from you."
Ezekiel was eating shit.
Wait,
Money
what
back.
if we do a trade?
You got something for trade?
Yeah, yeah, hold it. That's exactly it. Hold on, no, give me a second. She grabs a vial. Hey, Tootie. Could
What?
could I shake your hand, but over this vial? Is that weird?
No. Why do you want it? Why? What?
Is that weird to ask?
She like hesitantly places her hand out.
She like takes her hand, puts the vial underneath, and like shakes her hand, and like lets the little good drops land in the vial. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So
Really?
you have a 19 no matter what.
For what?
No
Oh.
way. Oh well. I mean, you're singing to the guy at that point. So I mean, at this point, he can tell like you're very interested and money's to be made out of this. So he's the inkling is yanking at his ear again. He's like, "Now, what do you want to say? You remember how much we paid for this? But we're gonna be taking a hit." And the little inkling goes,
Here you go. Phelan hands him the vial of the Judy's like hand goop.
"You offered you."
From you guys.
No, you're a persistent lot. A deal's a deal. And then he shakes the hand. He puts your hand up for a handshake, Ezekiel. And he's like, "Oh," the hand is like violent, like shakes them.
Aggressive.
Alrighty. Well, shop's about to close. And he's like, no, where are those catacombs? Was anybody else wanting to get anything from the shop? You have that mysterious item, Mike.
Yeah, this whole time, Kadim has been holding the other mascot plush and just staring at it.
So the mascot plush, you have the construct, the elemental, the Groff, the inkling, and the fractal. Which one?
Oh, it'll be the construct for
Oh,
sure.
the construct. So you just have what looks like a kind of like an Aztec kind of like plush, and it makes the same when you squeeze it.
You having like a crisis right now?
This brings me back. How
So you just
much?
look- 15 gold if you got it.
15.
Mysteria interrupts. You are trying to cheat this man out of his coin.
Back where though? I'm confused.
He just looks at Kadim and sees his like reaction. It's like he looks at him and pats him on the back. It's like, it's on the house there. Nothing stronger than 2 constructs as opposed to 1 there, love.
Yes. Thank you. And he'll just hang on to it. He's just like, he's very lost in thought right now.
You could be in bed. That'd be real boring compared to this.
Yeah.
He starts shutting everything down, turning the lights off. It's like, all right, follow me to the center of the stadium. And he just starts heading to the stadium.
All right, I'll follow him.
Mike, roll another perception for me. All right. So you notice
21.
very closely that when Fane gets to the center where one of the where the roses kind of branch out, he takes out a coin. But on this coin it has the letter F on his coin. It's almost exactly like your coin, but it has an F on it. And then he pushes the coin into a little divot that allows a little insert to be entered. And then he pushes it down. And a big, heavy, marbled hatch opens up, and there are stairs.
That makes me, like, outside the game, wonder if Mike's corn would have opened the door. We didn't have to make all that noise.
You get the coin back.
More like an Aldi shopping cart.
Yeah.
Now, I'm grabbing a picture right now of the catacombs, or the where all the entrance is.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Crazy
Crazy
girl.
girl.
Unfortunately, as high tech as I am, I do not have dark vision.
I do.
Yeah. I do have
I have it for
10 candles,
120
though.
feet.
So unlike the exterior, where the stadium is, you see the entrance.
Oh,
and
it's
it's
creepy as fuck.
creepy. It's creepy AF. Now I ain't going down there, but this is where we part ways.
Oh, what
You'll
the fuck?
But I'll tell you this: whatever you find in there, it's yours. Nobody's been down there for a long time. A lot of relics might have been lost. So if you keep your eyes out, if you make a score, mom's the word.
Okay.
We will be careful.
Yes. Mm, that's a good question. I live in secrets, Ezekiel. It's best that I live in secrets and help those who need secrets to be kept. And if y'all want to go down there, who's me to stop you? I'm the curious mind as well, and you might find something down there that interests you.
He respects me.
Well, that's the thing. If anybody asks how you got down there, you tell me that you won't rat me out. But if you like, I can come down and check on you at sunrise if you need to. Oh, there shouldn't be anything down there but bones.
There. Yeah.
Well, I have a hunch. I haven't used it because once you use it, it's gone. But um, once you open it and pour out the contents, it should. The person who sold to me said it's as good as a wish. Hey, you can trust me as far as you can throw me, and that's my little black market over there. You can't find me during the day, but during the night, if you can get in, I'm there. Alrighty. And who all wants to start the descent?
I'll start. I'll roll on down.
I'll go down after she does.
I'll follow.
I imagine Tootie going down the ladder. You just hear the.
Yeah. Stealth is not her forte. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Just constantly.
Yeah,
It's like
Ezekiel
It's the
slips.
noise Squidward makes. The noise that Squidward makes when you watch the.
it's like Home Alone when they have the freaking jelly on the ladder.
No.
Oh man.
Poor boy.
So we have Phelan, Alistaria, and Tootie already just going down the stairs, and there's Faye holding the door for y'all since it's a little heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go once I can. I'm gonna light a candle and put it in my sensor, and just sort of hold it as I descend because I cannot see in the dark.
Okay.
Really? They made you
No,
and didn't give you dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
Wow.
When he gets halfway down, I'm gonna cast Gust on the candle.
Like,
I will go after that.
Okay.
I
So-
looked for it and I don't have prestidigitation, so I'm like, how am I gonna get through this?
So is Shanster the last one?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So as you all are now in the stairs and going down, it's about 10, 15 feet of stairs. He closes the door and he just says, "Safe travels there, love." And as soon as he closes it, you start to notice these little bulbs of bioluminescent liquid lighting through these vines. Alistaria, you recognize this from the Witherbloom section of the tour when poking the bulb. That liquid kind of pours out, and when it does, it starts to dim. But as you all go through this, it's almost as if the warmth from you all going down the stairs kind of activates these bioluminescent pockets um, that are kind of vined throughout the tunnel, and this gives you all ample lighting.
Awesome, because I just realized I don't have dark vision, and I have never not had dark vision. Trevor made me second guess. I was like, wait, do I have dark vision? I
No.
don't.
I'm just so used to it, you know.
I know everybody else has dark vision.
Blake has been there for me when I don't have dark vision playing my humans. So this is legit why this is a thing.
Yeah.
So as you all descend, I have another picture of what you see next.
You
Let
can
me
post
tell
it in the Discord or the Messenger, because you posted the last
Um,
one in Messenger instead of Discord.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
you can post it
Discord.
underneath my awesome GIF.
Kermit.
There it is. Got him.
Alrighty, so these are the two pictures. So now, Tootie, you can see these as well. So this is what you step, like everybody starts to come off the stairs, and this is kind of the area that you see.
It's the descent.
Hell yeah.
So there is a distinct lack of bones right now. However, it is there is a huge pocket of water. Tootie, make a perception roll for me.
Oh hell yeah! Let me pull up my D&D Beyond.
Oh, well, she's like, oh hell yeah, it's gonna be low. Don't roll low.
Yeah.
Perception, you say? Perception. Let me roll my skills. I don't know. I got a 5+ in perception. And
Ooh.
22.
Ooh.
Oh hell yeah!
So without even having to like go into the water, you see sticking out from near the bottom of the water a metal rod, and you can even make out through the water that on top of this rod is an ornate owlin on the rod.
Oh well. It's like, is it like engraved in the rod, or it's like attached on the rod?
It's attached on the rod, kind of like on a car. You would see like the Mustang on top of a car. It's kind
Oh
of like attached on top.
yeah. Okay, yeah. She like places a hand under her chin and she thinks, and then she's gonna actually go ahead and go in the water.
Okay, you do. It's cold, but it's not like it's not bad water. Like it's actually cave water. It's pretty
It's
clear,
better than my other water, yeah.
kind of cold. So you're in the water.
I'm gonna try and pull it out.
Make a strength throw, a strength check for me.
Oh boy, she's not.
Tootie got that +10 to strength.
I am here
Judy
to
got
help.
-1 strength.
Oh shit!
A 12.
Okay. So you're able to pull it out of the mud. But it's pretty heavy. So you have it in your hands. You feel the weight of it even in the water. The water doesn't do much to help you with the weight of this thing.
Oh damn. Oh, she's gonna like look over, and she's gonna like kind of raise one of her hands over to Kadan and be like, up, up.
I will reach my arms out and try to help you.
Okay. Alrighty. So you're out of the water. You have this rod.
Anyone recognize this thing?
What? No, it's got an owlin on it though.
Is it related to you?
Not that I know of. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
You can have it. I'll need to give you a kiss.
Pick it up from her hands.
Okay, you do. And once you hold it in your hand, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Fact.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oof. That is a 4.
Okay. Alrighty, so when you hold this thing in your hand, it is cold to the touch. You notice the owlin on top. You start to experience weird visions of Alan that you've not met before in combat. This just happens for seconds, but what everybody else sees is what looks like a blank stare that you have.
My fucking pupils are like.
And you take, let's see here,
Ah, hell.
you take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh, fun. Cool.
Lastly, you start to hear down the hall kind of a rustle, and then you
Like,
hear this.
yes, I hear it, or everybody hears
No,
it?
everybody hears this. You start hearing just kind of like a rustling, and then you just hear this like noise.
I didn't hear anything. I
What
just like.
noise?
Oh, sorry. You hear this like noise.
I will immediately. Yeah, I will immediately do another quick scan with Divine Sense.
Sure.
So within 60 feet, I can see any kind of celestials, fiends, or undead.
So you see two figures light up for you. One of them. How well do you just not with Divine Sense? Do you get to see like the outline, the silhouette of this person, or how much do you get to pick up?
Let me see. I open my awareness. I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I know the type of any being whose presence I sense, but not its identity. I can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been desecrated or consecrated.
You sense that Ezekiel's pissing on someone's grave and desecrating it.
Yeah. It's like shooting a UV light on piss.
Are you drink? No, you didn't.
Tom's like, wait a minute. We
I
gotta
was like,
rewrite
hold on.
everything.
I've got to like go through some shit. So I went ahead and sent y'all a map. So I've highlighted areas in red. There's only 2 areas that you picked up, Kadeem. On this
Okay.
map, just for reference, you all are in the far left. You all came into this area on the bottom left, and the pool of water is in the top left.
Okay.
So Divine Sense picked up those 2 red areas.
Gotcha. Okay. So knowing that, if I heard the noise, I'm going to sort of stick my arm out to the side and sort of motion for everyone to follow me. And I'm going to lead the way with my sensor, with my candle in front of me, and sort of make my way towards that first like red highlighted area that I sense.
Alrighty. Does everybody follow?
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as
this will
well.
be good.
Yeah, my trance.
Say again with the trance.
Am I out of my trance? You said that
You
I.
are. You
Okay.
are. My apologies. So you're out of that trance.
Yeah, I don't quite know what to do with this thing. I'm not quite gonna like drop it, but I'm just gonna kind of follow and keep kind of looking at it. Like I don't know. Hello.
Okay. Gotcha. Shannistar.
Yes.
So after this moment, as you all start to kind of walk out, you hear on your right and see on your right peripheral a figure that comes out and says, Shannistar bred for greatness. The joke of the century. And it's this figure that you've seen before, just kind of like following on your right, very closely to you. What would sex you think? You now.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
You're gonna sex me? What?
Um,
I mean, I'm not saying no, but I would like to know more.
You get a text from the creature.
damn it. I even worked on this pronunciation before we started.
His creature dick pic.
Um,
Blake got an unsolicited dick pic.
damn it.
Now is your moment.
Now this voice, just for context, none of y'all hear except for Shannistar.
Okay.
So the voice that Shannistar hears says, Shannistar bred for greatness. What would Seku think of you right now?
Does it matter?
I suppose not. After all, it seems like you're going ahead and picking your grave out right now. Tell me.
An old friend told me to live in the light is better than hide in the dark.
And then another one comes out to your left. Another figure. Do you think any of Kaltim's family might be down here?
He stops walking for that one.
Did I pinch a nerve, Shannister?
Go away.
The figure looks to the one on the right. We'll be back. And then they're gone.
What a
Um,
weirdo.
So
He visibly just looks at you for a moment.
Hmm.
Yes, thank you, Haley.
Hey, I'm talking to real things. I'm not crazy. It is now. her voice is gone and everything. She's normal. She's like, hey, wait a minute, hold the fuck on. I don't talk to no fakes.
We must tread quietly.
So on this map, you all enter the area with the first red dot. The one that has like the 6 little like you know what I mean?
No, one more time.
Yes. Can you do that again, though?
Got it. Okay. We're there
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now you all see the first figure that you pick up, Kadim. It is a skeletal owlin that is just walking around aimlessly.
Creepy as
Hmm.
fuck.
And this its bones are like just dangling, and that's making like that noise, like the. It's
I only saw that. I didn't hear anything.
doesn't pick up the whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all see this skeletal owlin just kind of like walking around, not knowing where it's at.
Yeah, I'm going to stop from the front and just look back to everyone and point.
Well, Alistaria. Is that racist?
Pretty sure that is.
Yeah, it's a dead thing. Go talk to it.
Well, all right.
You talk to it.
Hello. Yeah.
It stands still and it does nothing. It stands still right where you are. After you say hello, it stops and just looks at you and it's just perfectly still.
She is now also perfectly still. Just staring at it.
Tom, you said I detected the presence of this thing earlier. Like, am I detecting good or evil from this?
It's So you said that your thing detects undead, right?
It does, yes.
Okay, this is the undead. Um,
Okay.
as far as evil goes, not really detecting much evil off this thing. I would say it's lack of evil.
Okay, but I can just tell it's an undead.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm not sensing it's evil, I'm not going to try to do anything.
Okay.
I will fireball.
You're gonna
Now
fireball?
wait a minute.
No, I don't
Oh
have
my God.
fireball.
Leroy.
I was ready for you if you were gonna fireball it, Blake.
I don't have it yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay. So
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Yeah.
So, next picture. This is kind of what you see as far as the walls go. The walls are very,
Ooh, spooky.
It's
very
just the French
organized.
catacombs.
You're correct.
See, it's
Yeah.
just as above, so below.
He said you're correct. That is.
So a lot of bones just stacked of bones. And aside from the undead Alan that's just standing perfectly still, you see just a lot of bones neatly organized. And then if everyone make a perception check for me. Perception roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
21.
14.
Okay. I think you're muted. Are you muted?
Who's muted?
Oh, you're human. You're
Okay.
humid.
As so I rolled a 19, and then as we're kind of all doing that, I'll walk up closer, I guess, to where Kadima is up at the front and see if this Alan reacts in any way to this rod that I have in my hand.
Okay. Yep.
It's just
It doesn't react to that, but it
Just
reacts
all-
to the jar of semen that Ezekiel's carrying around.
No. Wait. What was everybody else's perception roll?
14.
Ellie, are you muted?
Inconsequential.
No. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, no, 21.
Nice.
I got
Okay.
a 14.
Dang.
Hey.
What about Shanny?
Shanny.
7.
7.
Shanny.
Okay. Alrighty. So down the line, Ezekiel, you notice some gold. Very familiar with the currency of gold. You you see 5 gold about eye level. That's just kind of like inside the bones. And then you see 15 gold near your feet. where it looks like there are some old dilapidated clothes. That may have been like where the coin was carried. So 5 and 15 gold. If you see it, it's up to you if you want to pick it up. Okay. Yeah. Nothing. Al does nothing. Okay. You can add 20 gold to your inventory.
Can I sleight of hand him?
I mean, it's
Yeah, you put it. I watch you put it in your pocket, so I'm gonna sleight of hand you and try to grab 5.
I mean,
Am I ahead of you? I thought we.
he
Oh.
observes. Yeah, he observes the goal. He's picking it up. If you're standing still, if you want to try to sleight a hand, I might have you roll for disadvantage on that.
Yeah, I'll do a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Lie and say I touched his butt. First one was 18. Second one was what's my sleight of hand? 14. 17.
So you got a 14 and a 17.
Yeah.
Okay. You you see where he had the gold when y'all were over at Fane's Market. You make a quick attempt and you manage to get 2 gold.
I give him a little butt tap while I do it.
You manage to get 2 gold.
Just hey.
You just paid 2 gold to get, for a cop of feel.
Here. Sorry, your
Um,
pants seem loose for some reason. Oh, well, you should keep an eye on that.
Alistaria. Now,
Well, I think Ellie also had a 21.
right, I was gonna yeah, I'm going down the row.
Oh, I thought you were going in order of like number.
Oh, my apologies. No, you did something unique though. You you put the staff in front of the Allen, right?
Well, I'm just kind of like walking closer up, kind of like level with Kadeem, with it still in my hand, just to see if it if it reacts.
Okay. It notices the staff. It's gonna try to attack you.
Oh shit. Okay.
What's your AC?
Well,
He misses.
cool.
So he's not the best he was. He's very disoriented. He feels the presence of this staff. He feels like it's being disrupted, and he tries to just blindly go at like with a hand attack, and he misses. But after that, he stops. He just kind of stays where he's at. And Kadeem.
Yeah.
So you notice that the noise that this creature is making is the noise that you heard before. But you don't notice there's any other noises at this time. So it makes sense that this creature was what you heard. Tootie.
Yeah.
You notice that Kadeem appears shorter than what he normally was.
What the fuck?
You actually notice that he is very slowly sinking into an area of very more like mud, almost like quicksand, but mud.
She's gonna like open her mouth and like shoot at her tongue on his face.
What?
She's gonna open her mouth and shoot her tongue at his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that happens.
And he's like, eh?
What is happening?
she's going to the tongue is sticking on your face, and then she's going to point at her, point at you, and point at her tongue, and you start to see like the tongue is like moving
no.
down, like you're moving.
In so
What is
many words,
happening?
in so many words, you notice that you're slowly sinking in an area of very
Yeah,
soft soil, soft mud.
in a very teeny way.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get myself out of that.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. That is a 12.
12. So you start to kind of like you're getting like up from the mud. You're not completely out of it, but just as much progress as you make getting up, you start to slowly feel it coming back down. You're very close to getting out, but you're because of your weight and the moisture that's in this area, that particular part you're standing at, you're still a little bit stuck. Like you're not all the way out of it.
I believe I am sinking. I could use some assistance.
Sinking. Mm,
Yes, and I'm like still trying to dig myself out.
Kadeem does the grabby hands that Tootie did.
Yeah.
Kadeem does puppies.
During this time, the Owlin looks at you and doesn't move. But right now you're just about like almost knee deep in it. You're just kind of struggling to get out of this mud right now.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I have a spell or something.
Help.
I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Help.
So I'm gonna reach the rod out and see if he can just hang on to it and see if I can like.
Okay.
Phelan will help if I can do like help
What if-
action to help tug.
Okay.
You're doing
Big-
great,
thank you.
sweetie.
Okay.
Would levitate help at all, or
So are we gonna try the rod first? Is that what we want to try first?
Or you can do rod and levitate.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to combine the spells. So Alistair combine the tactics. Alistair holds out the rod, and then at the same time,
Yep.
2D casts levitate. So it's a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's slowly kind of bringing you back up, but
Do I need to make any kind
Yeah,
of anything for that?
no. No. Do you grab the rod?
Oh yeah. I've grabbed onto it. I'm pulling myself out.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I meant. Do I need to make
Okay,
like
gotcha. No, so with the levitate and the rod, he's able to get that extra oomph out of there, and he's completely out of the area that's like the quicksand. So now you're free.
Oh, thank you. I believe I was sinking into the ground.
What the fuck, Mike?
What the fuck is that?
What the?
Now when this happens, the skeletal Owlin looks at you and then does a thing where he just kind of like he stands very like soldier like and puts one of his hands like this and just bows to you, and that's all he does.
To me?
No, to Alistair.
Oh, okay.
Mike, behind you.
And then lastly, Phelan, with your perception, you do try to tune into any type of spiritual presence. Now, this is pretty intense because it's almost like you're clicking through a TV remote as fast as you can just to get like a quick second, kind of like a spirit box on the Spooky Boys, Shane and Ryan.
E.
Um,
Just E.
you
E.
you catch five words that make sense to you. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
You catch the word blood,
Mm-hmm.
abomination,
Oh shit.
leave, Ambrose, and I.
Like E-Y-E?
No, just the letter I, like
Okay.
I. So, you've got Ambrose, leave, abomination, blood, I. Those are the 5 words that you were able to make out.
Okay.
With all the voices.
She like tilts her head and like as she's quote unquote like clicking through, her head kind of bobs back and forth a little bit. And then she goes, "Who's Ambrose?" Just out of nowhere, out loud.
The disguised self.
Like,
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but like right now, nobody really knows Ezekiel's last name is Ambrose, right?
but we saw the painting of the dude that had the last name though, right?
You did.
Yes, but we don't know that he's related.
Well, yeah, we don't know he's related, but we have seen the other
We've seen
Ambrose.
the name, but we don't.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be like, Ezekiel, what the fuck?
I don't know. They seem to think it's abomination.
I am a construct.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
confused.
difference. Yeah.
They are 2 completely different things.
Obviously. Got him.
What?
So at this point, so what the presence that you see left, Trevor, on the map, that's the last one you
Yeah.
noticed. You notice the only other room is a square room that has it's just open. There's no door to it. More bodies ordain it. It's a square room, and that's what you see to your left. To your right, you see a hallway that goes a little ways, and then all you hear from that hallway is just humming, like you just hear some humming from the right, and then to the left you just see an empty square room with more bones.
I'm detecting another presence from the room on the right. Does everyone hear that noise?
Do we hear the humming?
Yes, you do.
Hmm. What a weird
And
little
do I?
tune.
So, what do I detect? By the way, do I detect evil or good, or what kind of a being this is?
It is.
It's just a snapshot. It's a snapshot. So, but he
Yeah,
said I detected both of them whenever I did it.
yeah. You would detect evil from this.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely like kind of have one hand on my glaive as we proceed forward.
Okay. All right. Is everybody following Kadim?
Mm-hmm.
He seems okay.
It
It's
does not
yeah.
appear to be a threat.
Since the last time it bowed to Alistaria, it's stayed in that position.
So you may or may not know the answer to this, because I don't know the answer to this, obviously. What's the difference between like a perception check and passive perception? Like, what does my passive perception do for me?
So,
So
oh, go ahead, Blake.
go ahead, Tom.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Blake, but passive perception just allows you to have a higher perception than what you might roll. It'll allows you
So
to maybe.
passive perception is mostly used for like DM things. Like if there was something that they walked by, if it like without looking at it, their passive would just be like, okay, someone at a 17 passive, they may have noticed on this shelf there is something where no one else would have, or no one rolled a perception for it. You can also take your passive if it's higher than what you rolled on a perception check.
Oh,
Because no matter what, that should be your minimum perception.
cool. Because my
But
passive
yeah,
perception is now a 17.
well, there you go. Yeah, usually it's something the DM will like have written down what their passives are, so that if something happens that would have been noticed or would have been done, they can be like, "Hey, by the way, you noticed this."
Mhm.
Right. The only reason that I brought it up is because I was gonna say as we walk, I'm gonna kind of be like sort of looking around because I'm not exactly comfortable here. Um, and I just didn't know like how that would play into it, I guess.
Okay, gotcha. That's a fair question. Um, if with the passive perception of 17, I would say you definitely are able to tell that some bones in here are of different race, of different stature. You you can you actually notice that this is the only Owlin skeletal system that you see within range. There's no other Owlin bones other than the one that's been dead.
Interesting. And it's just not doing anything now, right? Like we're able to walk past it with no issue.
Correct. You're able to walk past it, and it's doing this like bow to you very respectfully.
I'm gonna be watching where I step as I proceed forward.
I
Watch
would
out for
say
sharp, watch out for sharp bones.
Yeah,
Okay,
and wet dirt.
so are we all unanimously going to go towards the humming?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have kind of gone past like I was going to do like a restroom break. If does anybody need to use a restroom break or a drink break or anything before
Yes,
we okay.
I
Okay.
would like to.
We don't like we're probably going to finish in the 12ish hour. We're not have a whole lot more, but we'll do a restroom
Okay.
break and then everybody will continue.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody.
I
So
think
where
you
we
started recording.
oh hey it's that the genuine like it's very genuine here. We catch it all.
Very
So,
genuine.
so what we just left off on, Kadim is heading the group towards the second evil entity that he spotted. Thankfully, no more muddy quicksands, no more undead Owlin. Um, nothing that's really throwing you all for a loop in these last few moments down the catacombs. It's just it's very worth noting to taking it into account that there's a lot of bones. It most certainly adds up to the knowledge that Alistaria shared with Phelan about there being a very large mortality history with Strixhaven. Although it's not clear, what the deaths are exactly from. There's just a lot of bones that they've neatly stacked in these catacombs. And as you get to the area where the humming comes from, it's getting louder, and you start hearing this just a very steady humming. And Kadeem, you're the first to walk into this area. You notice that there are more bulbs of the bioluminescent light that's covering the area. You can make out that there is a figure who has tattered attire on. You notice that the attire is very similar to Plarg's attire, but it's not in the same color. Instead of this red and white, you notice that the attire is black and white. And you hear the humming. You see the figure is occupied doing something. You see his hands moving. You see the back of his head, black hair. And then everybody starts to kind of come into view of this. What do y'all do?
I'm going to just observe for a second and see if I can see what he's doing.
Okay. Was there
Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay. So everybody's just kind of watching in silence.
Yeah.
Trudy doesn't watch in silence. Trudy walks and waves her hand. I thought no one was supposed to be down here.
Oh God! What is that? What is that? And it's this guy who like puts his hands up like he's gonna do something, and he just looks around and he's like, "Who is that?" Ezekiel. You recognize this person. It's hard to recognize. It's hard. At first it's a little weird to you when you see this person's face because there's quite a bit of facial hair. But this is not your papa, not your dad. But you know enough of him to know that this is Lou Ambrose, Dean Ambrose.
Click.
Who is that? Show yourself.
It,
He walks up and you start to notice that his hands are covered in blood, like all the way up to his elbow. And then what he walks away from is just a very crude beginning of a ritual where there's a pile of books. One is laid out. There are symbols that he has on different parchments. He walks up towards y'all. And he sees you and he sees everybody. You are not supposed to be here. It has been too long since I've seen my grandson Ezekiel. When you are very little. Mm. He just kind of walks back to where he was at, and he goes, "Yes, well, I might as well be dead. I was casted away by my fellow dragon, Shedrick Silverquill. I was his dragon guard." And he walks up to you. "I was his dragon guard, Ezekiel. I was a trusted member. People loved me. But people did not support my teachings. People wanted the knowledge. But they disregard the power of that knowledge. They disregard the power that's within these books. I plan to bring that power back to Strixhaven. At whatever the cost may be." Ah, it will be a purge, a great purge, where only the ones who seek power survive. That will be you and me, and a select few who are willing to accept the teachings. Well, Shedrix and I, we didn't see eye to eye with what Silverquill and Strixhaven should be. While he thought that the curriculum should stay the way it is, I, I, I found the books of greater power and greater summons than an elemental or a fractal. I know true power, Ezekiel. I am the power. And then Shedrix casted me out. He fired me and told nobody. He said, you will live to be a hero, but you will die as an abomination. And so casted out I was. I made the catacombs my home, and I have started preparation for the great purge. And he looks at his work, which is very barbaric looking. Like the books are just kind of like missing pages. There's this etching on paper that just looks very alien to you, and you don't know where the blood came from, but you see blood splatter on bones. He looks at them and looks at you. You know, something tells me that you need to spend more time in the books, Ezekiel. For you are not ready, and neither am I. I tell you, there is a restricted section in the Biblioplex. One that has the books that they stole from me. I suggest you learn a little more about what I am trying to do here, and maybe you will change your mind, and maybe your friends will be part of the Great Purge, and the Ambrose name shall rise again. Silence! It's clear that you are not on my path, Ezekiel. And he kind of like puts his hands out and he casts a 4th level spell, Dimension Door, on, let's see here. Okay.
It's not an attack.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
So the Dimension Door, he engulfs Phelan, Alistaria,
Oh shit.
Kadim, and Tootie. You all are going into this portal, and out of the portal, you all arrive back at the entrance of your dorm. And then, yeah.
Oh, what?
What
What?
was that?
What? What happened?
That was the evil I detected.
Well, that was something, I'll tell you that.
Tootie's like, off to bed.
That was some drama. You know, I don't know you guys that well. I don't think I should stick around. This is too much. It's just.
You guys got baggage.
You guys got baggage. I did not anticipate on having them.
So back at the catacomb, between
Back at the ranch.
Yeah.
you have Ezekiel, Shannistar, and Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose shifts his focus over to Shannistar.
Oh, good.
Hey.
Send me the crazy.
And he just kind of like, you see his bloody hands, he's just rubbing his hands. He looks at Shannistar. A Yuan-Ti in Strixhaven. Well, Master Yazdi has known no bounds. I'm glad to see a Yuan-Ti to help the cause.
And what cause would that be?
The Great Purge, my friend. The Great Purge of power for Strixhaven. Tell me, Shannistar, do you ever crave to rule the world?
Once.
What do you mean once?
I'm trying to be better than that.
I see. It sounds like Master Yosdi has chosen a weak Yuan-Ti. That is okay. And he casts another dimension door,
Damn, bye, bitch.
throwing Shannistar into the dimension door, and Shannistar pops out where everybody else is at.
I catch Shannistar like a princess.
My hero.
Are you okay?
Fine, but I am worried about Imbros.
Oh, that is his name now.
Y'all are too much. This is something else.
We forgot to eat the lunch we packed.
What?
You packed a lunch?
Oh man.
Like Sammy's or something?
I thought you brought it.
What? You talking about that weird vial that Ezekiel got? Because I don't think that would be safe.
No,
No.
I'm not
Frog.
gonna touch that.
Talking about the frog.
Oh, Tootie?
Yes.
Wait, you guys were gonna eat Tootie?
Well,
You guys
he
eat
Were, were
Y'all
you
eat
not?
Hootie?
Shanasol was going to eat Duty.
I can't. This is too much. Y'all are just so wild. This was a mistake. I gotta go tell my teachers this. I gotta. Oh boy, I really just gotta stick with the books. They told me I should. I gotta. Oh, and she just like takes off her hat and like she just kind of like throws it to the ground and stomps on it. This is too much. I'm out. Good luck with whatever you're doing. I don't give a shit. Don't ever talk to me again. She's just gonna walk away.
We didn't make a teacher quit, but do you think this counts for something?
I will mark that in the point book. Next, the bear.
Eyes on the prize.
You think Ezekiel's
But,
okay?
we
I
should
have to go
probably go
find
back
him.
immediately.
So back
Yes.
to back to Ezekiel and Dean Ambrose. Ambrose, after casting another dimension door using a lot of his spell energy, just carelessly looks back over at his grandson. I see that you have my coin there, grandson. He looks at the coin. Your filth of a father didn't keep it and gave it to his butler. I'll have you know that coin will get you into the library. And then you just need to find the passcode. Then you will learn more about me and how right I am. Perhaps that will shake things up in your noggin. Yeah, it's at the table. Okay, you do. I'll go right ahead there, young Ezekiel. So you can make out what the pages are interpreting. It's a ritual that is noted called the Blood Avatar. You just see this depiction of a four-armed giant, and it looks to be having has like a weapon in each of its hands. It shows something in the imagery. It shows a bunch of dead people around it. What you can make out to it is that this is an immense sacrifice for a creature with great power. That's what you can make out of the source, the ritual book. Yeah. Okay. Um, so the title of the book, it has just symbols on it, but you can make out that there is the word ritual on there. So it's just rituals, and it's a leather book. I mean, it's got blood on the outside of it. The pages are a little wet. You can read it, but the pages feel like they could give like Bible pages. If you've ever like felt a Bible page, it's very thin.
Yeah, Mike.
If you've ever touched a Bible.
In a hotel.
Man, this Gideon guy keeps losing his Bibles everywhere.
I would put that book down right away there, Ezekiel. What are you doing?
Damn.
Hell yeah.
No.
And then he just runs over to the book, and he's just like, "No, I needed that book." And then he's just he just kind of like bursts out and like angry. He's like, "Yeah!" And then he just does one more
Power
dimension
word
door.
kill.
Yeah.
He has one more dimension door in him to cast, and he sends you through, and you spat out with the rest of the crew.
I also catch him like a princess.
You watch he's holding you, she goes for more coins.
Yeah, sleight of hand. I'm rolling it. Let's see. That one's a 5. Yeah, just touch your butt. Well, you didn't die. Oh, also Tootie left us. She said we were too much drama.
Shake ass bitch.
Tootie from our big ass bitch.
Shake ass bitch.
So at this time, you start to notice two individuals kind of walking close to each other are calling out for Tootie's name. You see one of them you see one of them go, "Tootie, Tootie, Tootie," like almost like in unison, like two people's voices going together, and it's what appears to be what might be faculty members just like looking for her.
We probably shouldn't be caught by faculty right now, should we?
Yes, I think it would be wise to return to your bedrooms. I will act like I was here the whole time.
Oh, now you're getting it.
Just Shannon's gonna pat him very lightly on the arm with like just a few fingers. You're a good help.
Yeah, we're
Thank
gonna
you.
sneak
I will
back
take that
inside.
as a compliment.
Dope. All right. Well, y'all managed to
He
avoid.
can't do it on command.
Y'all managed to avoid
Yeah.
the teachers that are looking for Tootie. and y'all return your quarters, and that's where we'll end.
Okay.
What the
All right.
fuck is that beast?
What a weird beast.
Oh, that's the fair. That's
She said, "Put
That's
those
like-
rippers away."
that's like issue 1 beast.